Hello, Jeff Goins, Dwarven Tavern 5-minute reviews. How are you? I'm fine. This new book is part of the series of the Troll Lord Games Castles and Crusades books, which starts with the Player's Handbook over here, goes to the Monster and Treasure book, and then it follows up with this wonderful tome called The Castle Keeper's Guide. Right? Yeah, it's very cool. Also known as the DM in most circles, but you know we gotta be original. And Troll Lord Games, this book goes for $39.99, and with the ISBN number of 9781929474684, or you can just look it up on Amazon or go to www.trolllord.com. You can get all three of these wonderful books. I had reviews for them earlier. Yeah. So the Castle Keeper Guide is akin to the Dungeon Master's Guide. The thing that I like the most about this series, aside from the no skill checks, attribute checks only, the thing that I like about this game is it is so reminiscent of the first edition with D20 rules. Very cool. It's almost like a crossover or a blending of the worlds, as it were. This particular book is geared toward the Castle Keeper or the Game Master or the Dungeon Master that I call everybody. Well, I don't call everybody Dungeon Master. That gives them too much power. This particular book has all of the things that a Castle Keeper needs to know. It goes on with attributes, and it goes to, actually it starts with epic level or high level adventures, high level attributes and stuff that you don't get in this book. It covers all the fighter, ranger, rogue, assassin, barbarian, etc. All the other character classes that I mentioned earlier in this review. It has the character races, height and weight, age, and all that good stuff. It talks about magic, the components, playing without components, a variant rule. It goes in expanding equipment. It talks about non-player characters. It goes on all the things that the good Castle Keeper or DM needs to know, talking about dungeons, the underground, air, very important, air, water, another important thing. You can have air, but with no water, you still not so much. And lands as treasure, new horizons, going to war, combat on a grand scale, which is a very cool part. It's all laid out and illustrated very wonderfully. The illustrations are good, but they're sparse because this book is so full of information. I do really enjoy the flavor of their illustrations. Their illustrator is top notch, and although this book doesn't have the wonderful sepia tone as the Player's Handbook, it's still a very good book, good quality paper. I enjoy it. They got tons of tables in here if you're a table-aholic such as I. It's got all about lands and treasure and etc., etc. It's just chock full of information, very reminiscent of siege engines. It's very reminiscent of the first edition Dungeon Master's Guide, which had all that information in it. You remember, if you played first edition, how it had everything, all the information. Most of my early education was based on the Dungeon Master Guide, so I definitely say that this is very reminiscent of that, but with D20 rules and their own flavor. Truly enjoy this book. I give it 4 out of 4 axes, highest rating that the Dwarven Tavern can give, by the way, if you've listened to our past reviews. And this book is part of the series, right? And you buy one, you should buy all 3 because it'll really help you. And I give it a big thumbs up. Highly recommend it. I'm Jeff Goins, Dwarven Tavern 5-minute reviews. This is Castles and Crusades Dungeon Master Guide, the Castle Keeper Guide. Don't forget to look us up on Facebook, give us a like, and on YouTube, subscribe, please, and give us a like. Leave some comments if you want. Let us know what you thought of the game, and let these guys know that we're there for you and for them. Again, I'm Jeff Goins, Dwarven Tavern 5-minute reviews.